Inside our books table, we need to add the publisher ID. Let me go back there, and in the book table, we first need the navigation property for publisher. Let me call it the same publisher, but this time we want the one-to-many relation, but our books can only have one publisher. Let me add that ID, which will be publisher underscore ID, the foreign key, and we have to explicitly define that this foreign key is applicable on the publisher navigation property. With that, one-to-many relation will be configured. Let me right click here, Power Tools, add the diagram. And perfect, we have one-to-many relation. That looks good. But before I move forward with this, we actually did not push the migration for the one-to-one relation between book and book detail. Let me comment this out and add the migration first. I will name that add one-to-one relation book and book detail. Let me examine on what it is doing here. On the book details, it is adding book ID that is correct for the foreign key relation, and it is adding the foreign key right here. Now, one thing that you should remember is a referential action is cascade. That basically means that if the parent record, which is the book, if book will be deleted, then the book detail will also be deleted. We want that to be true in this particular case, but not in other cases. Like in case of publisher and books, we might not want that. So in this case, the referential action of cascade is valid. But there are other settings that you can apply as well. No action basically means that if the book is deleted, we do not want to perform any action on the book detail. Then we have set null, which will set that as null. Else we can set it to some default values, and we have cascade that we just discussed. Finally, there is restrict, and that basically means that if there are any book details there, do not perform the operation, restrict that, and do not proceed further. We want to go with cascade, but if you want to play around with something else, you can do that. So our migration here looks good. Let me apply that. Perfect, that looks good. In the next video, let me uncomment the publisher here and continue.